Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. It is Monday, and it is time for Monday Musings. Today, we're talking about how we respond to ignorance. I had a scenario today that was a true test of how we respond to people who really, they don't realize how ignorant they make themselves sound because they're so busy trying to make themselves sound smart. And it's interesting because that's what we deal with on a regular basis. Many of us, we're doing our best to get through this presidency. We're really trying to tune out all of the noise and all the rhetoric. And really, it's a matter of how do you respond to ignorance, because it is a level of ignorance that we're dealing with on a daily basis with someone who is our leader. Well, he is a leader. I'm not going to say he's our leader. He's a leader. But how do we respond? Do you find yourself getting upset? Do you find that you get agitated? You're looking for ways to respond. You're looking for ways to combat what you're dealing with, what you're facing. You know what? I'm going to bring it home. This was me today. I had a scenario at one of the apartments that I help manage. And those who know, I am learning how to manage properties. So the gentleman who I'm helping, he allows me to do that. And it's an interesting learning curve. So there was one of the tenants who decided to put up a 15-foot, 500-gallon inflatable swimming pool on the property. Now, mind you, they're using the owner's water to fill it up. They even got a hole in the screen that goes to the laundry room so they can run an extension cord. Matter of fact, 2 extension cords from the socket that feeds the dryers. So everything belongs to the owners, but they're wondering, well, what's the big deal about having an inflatable pool? Well, I let them know this is not permitted. Well, the female of the home says, okay, no problem. Well, today I end up dealing with the boyfriend of that tenant. Now, mind you, the tenant, the lady, she's the one who actually has her name on the agreement. The boyfriend is just staying there. So today I'm like, hey, I see you guys took the pool down. Thank you very much. So I'm assuming you guys are going to go ahead and pack it up. Because mind you, all the parts are still laid all over the place. They've left the deflated pool, the different pump pieces, the boxes, all of them are laying all over. Well, evidently, I'm catching the guy at the wrong time, because now he decides to parrot me, to actually mimic what I say. So when I say, you guys have plans to pack this up, I have plans to pack this up. Well, yeah. Well, say what you're going to say. I mean, he was literally coming at me like this, just coming at me. And I'm sitting there thinking, whatever he's dealing with, I didn't do it. It ain't my fault. Whatever he confronted before he got to me, it wasn't me. So now I got to take the mentality on, how do I respond to this level of ignorance that's coming at me in a very belligerent manner? I decided to take the peace route, to just listen. He asked a question, I asked him, answer the question, and vice versa. So it finally got to where he's saying, well, anything else you want? I says, no, I'm just standing here in case there's something else that you wanted to say. Well, I said everything I got to say to you. Okay, well, I've said everything I got to say. And all of a sudden, he hits this tangent. You think you're this, you think you're that. And I mean, going off. And honestly, at that moment, all you can think is, I'm sorrowful for this person. And again, we're getting back to our leadership that we deal with in the country and people who we deal with, when we realize you're really talking off the top of your head and you have no foundation for what you're talking about. And you just are unknowledgeable. And rather than me just making it worse, I'm just going to sit here and listen. And I remember thinking to myself, this is a young black man who probably thinks the world is against him and he doesn't have opportunities and he's sick of the man coming after him. Well, we find ourselves as humans facing people like this. We want to really accept and embrace the fact that they are irrational. They're not going to be rational. And this is what I share whenever time the president speaks. Why are you expecting something to make sense out of someone who doesn't know how to make sense? Why? You're setting yourself up for failure. So when you're facing people who you just find yourself wondering, what are you thinking? What made you say that? What made you do that? Stop and say, you know what? This person doesn't even know that they don't know. So let me be the voice of calm, because if they're already irrational, whatever happens is going to escalate very quickly. Very quickly. So you got to be that peacekeeper in the situations. And that is something to muse on. The next time there's that road rage person, there's that supervisor who's coming at you sideways, and you feel like, you know what? I'm about to put down all of my calm. No, pick it back up. Hold on to it. Pray in your head and say, Lord, as my Bishop Douglas would often say, the bishop of our council out here, what do you look like arguing with a stop sign? You look just as crazy as the person who you're arguing with. So the message to muse on is stay calm in these situations. Just it'll pass. And find that center in your mind that lets you know whatever's going on, it ain't my fault. I didn't do it. So I'll just sit here and let it pass over. All right? So that's how you respond to ignorance. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.